Alrighty, hello everybody. Just been AFK down the shop. Drop my housemate off to the station, that sort of shit. But that's irrelevant. How are you all doing? It's been a while since we had one of these. I hope you enjoyed the HC. We'll talk about that in a bit. Just want to go through a few bits and bobs done here. I built a tower. I built this tower, and I do not like this tower. It is. I've kind of tried to put the same sort of things in as I've done down here, but I've gone a little bit overboard, and it's maybe I'm going to take off these bits. It's got a bit round. It's kind of a trumpet, which come here, can I get there? Can I get there? No, I can't. I'm just not happy with that. So that is a thing, and indeed not a thing. I think for all their coolness, copper golems probably need to have a memory of some description, because this guy, is he finished now? He's finished now. He's been putting sand into here, stacks and stacks of it, and he will do every single one, and then get back to that one. You're hiding there. So yeah, it's a bit tedious. This, so this, I like this, and I like this. I was looking for this, but I don't think this actually works. Pissing rain. I don't think this works as well. I like this sort of floaty, like it's being tied down idea. And that is going to go down there. So I built this little dock as you come in from the canal. It's only partially built so far. We'll have more. We'll have more, but and it comes in here. Again, this will be a lift at some point. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know how we're going to do this yet. And then I've got this sort of... Oh, still a few left to do. This large area here with a little balcony looking out over all of Nice Survey. There's something big I'm going to build. There's two big things I'm going to build. One of which is a big chain going from there to there, which I've mentioned before. I have built the 3D model. I have voxelized it into a plan on how to actually build it. I did it before, then realized somehow I measured the distances, really clever, the heights, the X, the Z, all that. Built it, learned Blender to actually do it. The thing I used to use for voxelizing things has long since died, so I found another one that does it quite well. And then I don't know how, but none of the numbers made any connection with reality whatsoever. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about. Anyway, so that's one of them. The other one is a big wall piece. Now, it's cool. It's big. It's impressive. You are literally going to look at it going, wow, that's awesome. I flattened this. It doesn't look particularly natural, but it was just an accident waiting to happen before. It's still pretty dangerous, but... So, where are we? That's the back. Should I change this, do you think? I'm unsure. It's cool, but you can't see it. So if I put it on that wall there, yay, great and everything, that wood column is going to be in the way, although I can move that, to be fair. But you're not going to see it, because if you're coming in from that direction, which, to be fair, most people that are coming here in an analog manner will be coming up there. They're not going to see that. So then it's here. I'm probably going to have to fill in this big divot here. put it on this wall. It's going to be big. That may not even be big enough. I might have to cut off this little outcrop, which would be a shame because I quite like it. These clouds look quite realistic, don't they? Look at that. Sun doesn't. The clouds. This is the only problem with this sort of what do we call it? The shaders. This, if you look at just this area here, fantastic, really realistic. Sky, beautiful, beautiful sky, and then just squares, ruin it. Anyway, at some point I'm going to make a rail line. I might try and find the official rail line, but I'm not entirely sure where that is. I'll probably look it up on the map. This is just getting irritating. It's quick. Fuck me, it's quick. But it's annoying. Not just these bricks. How? Did I bring a boat? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right. So, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Well, good question. Now, let me just have a drink quickly. Lots of glugs. All fizzy. In the UK this time of year, and I'm sure other countries probably do it, but I don't know what they are or their systems are. We have Remembrance Sunday. Holy shit, what is going on over there? Millennium Falcon is docking. And, you know, that's to remember, I mean, it's Armistice Day, really, which is 11th November, which is the end of the First World War. And that's signified by poppies, because allegedly poppies grew on the fields of France after the war. I think they're poppy fields anyway. So I am covering this field as much as I can in poppies. And if all goes to plan, this episode will be out on the 11th at 11 in the UK. That's planned, but I have run out of poppies. I've used quite a lot. This feels really slow. They're pretty. I like the fact we put these plants down now. It's like quite random where they go. They're not all in the centre. There's a boat over there. I didn't bring a boat, did I? No. Oh, there's one. Lovely jubbly. But everything's feeling really slow. Why is everything feeling slow? Plod, plod, plod. Out of the way, idiots. Go away. I have discovered that over here, Sigils, loads of blokes, has an iron farm. Now, often with iron farms, you end up with things that you don't want. Now, what I'm going to do here, I have bought him a present because where I'm going, come back. This is very gummed up. He's obviously not looked at it for a while. So, piss. Okay. What? No. Thank you. Doink. Now that should start filling up. Good. Okay. Look at all of this. Now, I have said to the man, I see you have a lot of poppies. Filling up your shit. So let's take these as well. I'll put them down here. I mean, oops. I think also what I might do. Do I have any? Oh, no, they're blocked. There we go. Put that there too. Let's put a little torch there so nothing spawns on it and ruins everybody's day. Let's get our shulker box, pop that down, fill that up with ploppies. To be honest with you, I could do with more, but bish bash bosh, 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 bish. Bang back in there. I mean, it's all going to fill up and stuff anyway, but it's just kind of speeding up the whole process, isn't it, really? Okay, not looking. Maybe there. Look at that. That's empty, that's empty. That's empty. Boom shakalak. Lovely. That's going to fill up too. So let's just pop that in there. Let's prime it all up. Okay, good. Again, I'm just going to grab that. And then leave it nice and neat. Okay, good. So that's that. Let's go back over here and we can talk shit. You put like gun emplacements in there, like World War II. That would be epic, wouldn't it? Oh, I could do that. Right. Where is way back up? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is up there. I need to make that a little bit more obvious too. Oh, very, very bubbly drinks. Oh. Okay. There we go. Right. So anyway, what I was going to do is go back up here briefly, just have an overview. I'm 52, you know. Right. Can't get up there. So we can go over that way a lot more. We can bring it back. So let's fill that area first. And then maybe take that back up to the trees. And then if we've got enough, maybe fill that gap in there. How about that? I'll fix this water lift, by the way. After however many months we've been on here, one of the earliest things I did was pour that bucket. Oh, cool, it's getting dark. See, kind of want to keep some of the grass, but I don't want it all grass. I'm quite known for not being the biggest fan. Thank you. No, actually, no, I will. I'll put that on. I don't know, a few lights on for the fallen. All right, pop that down. Jump the poppies. So, poppies are given out by the British Legion. They are generally ex-service. That's what it's about. And you see a lot of old dudes with little trestle tables outside supermarkets or in towns and centres and stuff. With a big table full of various poppy memorabilia. It always used to be, when I was a kid, a little plastic stem with a paper poppy petal and then a little black nubbin that sort of popped like a popper over the top of the stem. The top of the stem had a sort of right angle bend and then sort of trumpeted out a little bit. And I remember as a kid at school we used to just buy loads of them and try and stack them and get the biggest multi-headed poppy you could get. And then I think around the time I was getting to the end of school, I remember they sort of started bringing variants with like a green, it looked like an oak leaf attached to it as well. And it's like, oh, you're really cool, you got one of those. Ooh, bastards. Let's go with that as well. Then I start putting those, then we start having poppies with like 16 leaves or stuff. Which is difficult because the little popper that the black thing sort of went on, the sort of core of the head of the poppy, this little bit in the middle there, was not designed to have more than a few layers of paper in it, so it took a lot of work to try and get them in. You think, oh, I've got stacks and stacks of these things. They don't last very long. We got first one, all better. It was a long shot. Pierce. Leave one there. Let's remove that, shall we? Yeah. So anyway, so nowadays, some young person has got into the marketing and they're doing these really nice enamel pins actually, and they very cleverly put the year on the enamel pins so you can't reuse it, but that's not the point. Who would? They've got, you know, the usual rubber bracelets, what's his name, the cheaty cyclists with one testicle, and shit like that. So it's cool, it's cool. But the far right, who are the bane of everybody's fucking existence, seem to have taken it upon themselves to demand that if anybody who isn't one of their angry lot isn't performatively wearing a poppy at this time of year, and I say this time of year, it starts around mid-October, they get quite arsy about it, and that really fucks me off. Because the people that run this are like, yeah, it's to remember the fallen, it's just a charity to help veterans, blah, blah, blah. It's your choice if you want to wear it. You know, they're not going to tell you what to do because that's freedoms that they kind of fought for. But hey, yeah, so that's again every year on social media now. It seems to be a bit of a joke where people are just asking, oh, where's your puppy? Oh, puppy, it's on my coat. I don't wear my coat very often. Doesn't mean I haven't bought one. I'm not going to fucking change the pin around every time to somewhere else. Sometimes I'll put some money in and not take a puppy. As far as charities go, that's even better for them because then they've got more to sell. So yeah, that pisses me off. People that think this is somehow and the reason I brought up, you know, what when we did at school is because it kind of, I mean, I'm not going to make this a political thing, but the far right, from Trump to fucking, what's his name, Tommy Milkshakes, they all act like they're at school. It's really bizarre to watch grown adults being so petty and vindictive. Anyway, talking about petty and vindictive, UHC, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you watched at least some of my views as you're here, and if you didn't, please go and do it. It was good. I am going to drop a spoiler now, so if you haven't watched it, go away and watch it. I don't care whose you watch, as long as it's mine. Then come back. All right. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, actually, before I go into it, I've been monetized by YouTube again. After the HC, it's actually given me enough views and monthly uploads to make them consider me worthy of giving me £3 a year again. So that's cool. They demonetized me a long time ago because I wasn't making videos. Even though people presumably still watching old videos because I used to get comments all the time. But anyway, yeah. Me and Silent Whisper, Whisper. Good team. He's a young'un, one of the new batch. And the thing about these guys is they know the game like how we used to know the game back in the day. Things are very different now, especially UHC wise. Tactics are different, things are different. There's some weird shit going on. Seen it out a bit over here. So it's good to have, I mean, it was generally done as new and old being paired together, which was good. And as you know, because you've watched it, it ends up at the old season 3 main sort of spawn town. Again, you compare season 3 spawn town to even the spawn town we have currently after, what, 2 months. It's chalk and cheese. Again, the game is so very different. It's like kind of Lego. If you look at old 70s Lego, yeah, cars were a triangle and a rectangle and some wheels on the bottom. Whereas now it's all special blocks and stuff, and it's kind of the same. It's not a speciality box. Thank you, Daisy. Ironically, we did spend quite a lot of time at the end of the HC trying to find daisies. To get some health, which is, not something I really thought about. Some people have been critical that, I let him kind of run the show, and fuck you. I did let him take the lead, and that is, as I say, for reasons that he knows the game, the techniques and the tactics better than I do these days, and there is no shame in that. If you want to do well as a team, you've got to use the team strengths, and everybody does what they do. And if that means I'm in a support role and picking up stuff and hunting for things, then I've not got a problem with that, frankly. Put that down there. There's a few torches out here just to keep it nice and lit. And that paid off. We weren't the best equipped team, I don't think. We weren't the strongest team necessarily, but we won. And I think part of that winning was down to good teamwork. Things. Now, certain people on Reddit, I won't give out any names, are complaining that we strip mined. Didn't strip mine. We made a tunnel. Strip mining is very specific. It's going backwards and forwards, trying to find diamonds. We were going from A to B. If we found diamonds along the way, yippity-yee. But we were moving from A to B, and frankly, oh, you little shit. Mr. Dead, come back. So yeah, I'll be pretty frank with you. I don't give a shit even if we were. If someone wants to strip mine, that's entirely up to them. You little fucker. That boat's nearly dead. I will miss it when it's gone. It's too expensive to rebuild. Yeah, that's the choice. If you want to spend all your day going backwards and forwards, I don't think that will be a winning strategy, frankly. But I could make a staircase up and then staircase straight back down again, and that would apparently be fine. Doesn't make much sense to me. So I don't care. I don't care. Okay, this is a bit harder to find. Talking Reddit, yeah, Reddit was fun. It's nice to see that kicking up a gear again. Getting all excited about UHCs. That is fun. You see, at the end of the day, this shit is all entertainment. I will grant you I'm not the funniest or the most entertaining person on the planet, and I know that, and I'm happy with that. Oh no, you can't put those on anything. Whoa, dude, chill. But this entertainment, battles, entertaining, tension. It was good. It was a good game. I enjoyed it, and others have enjoyed watching it, so that's good. Gardax on Reddit writes sort of little précis of all the episodes from everybody's viewpoints, which is a good thing. I think that's helpful for people. I like it. I am a tad sad that still after 5 years since the last year's a decent one, really, the fucker is still moaning about me. I don't know why. I don't really care why, but it's a little sad. He denies it, but it's so clearly obvious in the writing, it's hilarious. You know, I gave a link to friends, and one of them just laughed and said, "What the fuck have you done to him?" And it was like, I don't know. The guy doesn't like me. I don't know why. And you know, I don't expect everyone to like me. I don't really care if they don't, but it's a bit sad, isn't it? You know, if you're 15, then maybe, but should be beyond that. All right, so we've got 18 left. I'll just spin them out a bit thin over here, so let's. There you go. But yes, I say we won. Very sadly, I got pushed out of a fucking window by my dog right at the end. After a large batch of not being able to hit a fucking thing with my bow. I think I'm not going to blame lag, but I think it's lag. The servers are in the US somewhere, I'm pretty sure, and the netcode in this game is not brilliant. Not brilliant. So I think there's, yeah, and certainly in the first episode of mine, I got absolutely banjaxed by a zombie because he was hitting me from half a mile away and I couldn't do anything about it. Let's see what that looks like from a distance. So yeah, so at the end I was out there shooting people and it was just missing. But then I did put a couple of good shots on cone from a great distance. Looks like it's on fire. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, I hope we do another one again soon. I like that idea of going back to the old maps, and they blended it in very well. I don't know how much work happens to. I mean, bless Armo and Crutch and the others, they don't get a huge, amount of public appreciation for what they do. Armo basically fucking runs the group, certainly from a Discord side of things. I'm really thirsty. I haven't drunk anything all day. So yeah, those guys did a good job. Now, what next? That's question. This is going to be a fairly quick episode, at least because I've got to go. A stack of those. Unrelated news. Ark Raiders has come out, and I am playing that with my friend Dave. If you feel like you might be interested in watching that, I may put some videos out. I recorded a couple hour session last night. Anything exciting in there? Not. Oh, 3 lanterns. Not really. And that was good. We're quite early on in the game because it's not been out long, and I've been quite busy. Had a couple of good plays. Most of it was fairly mundane, but we did have a good battle with some shits that pretend to be friendly and then don't. We used to, me and Dave used to play a lot of ABI. What's it called? Arena Breakout Infinite. There you go. I played it so much I don't even fucking know the name of it. We played a lot of that, and I kept meaning to do series on that. I guess now that Ark's out, which is fairly similar but with robots. Probably won't go back to Arena Battlefield for a while, but it was a good game and it is free, and I do recommend it highly. Ark is not free, but it's very pretty. Slightly complicated, unnecessarily so, but it's an extraction shooter like Tarkov and all stuff like that, where you go in, do missions, get stuff. Only it's a bit of that. It's a bit like that sort of. Do you remember Simon Stellenhag? He's an artist who was quite popular for a while, where he did sort of like huge, abandoned, sort of slightly alien structures. Paintings. They did make a game based on it, and it wasn't that great, to be honest. But it's kind of got that vibe to it, and then this flying drones kicking about that are apparently asked to shoot you, and there's other sort of things hiding in buildings, little rollerball things that blow fire at you. And what's going on there? I love horses, best of all the animals. I love horses, they're my friend. That is going to anger and resonate with a certain aged group of people. I've got loads. Excellent. So yes, it's beautiful, it's shooty, it's so you go in. Oh, it's getting dark over here. You do various missions for people, and then you get to an extract point and you go back out to your town base thing underground and trade and craft, and that's the thing. So yeah, if you're interested in traditional FPS shit, then do let me know, and I might put some up. I might pop some up anyway. I don't remember there being a fucking great big crevice here. Well, it doesn't look particularly exciting, but still. Oh no. What else? It's been busy. It's been busy. Going on holiday next month. A bit of sunshine and sun and warmth and stuff. A big fucking hole in my wallet. But the lady wanted to go, and so you gotta go, haven't you? I didn't want to go on holiday, she wanted to go on holiday, so we compromised and went on holiday. No, it's alright. It's all inclusive. Sit by the pool. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a great all inclusive. I mean, local beers, that's the thing, inclusive. Egypt, but you know, doesn't matter. It's a chill. It's a pool, it's the sea, a bit of snorkeling, a bit of bobbing about, a bit of booze, a bit of relaxing, some playing, some shit. Actually, talking of playing some shit, my missus has just bought a new laptop. She is not a gamer, although she is talking about playing some games. I mean, I say she's not playing. She has played games in the past. She's had Xboxes and shit. But she's not a gamer like I am by any stretch. But she has just bought quite a good gaming laptop. I mean, not top of the range $3,000 job, but she's bought significant. And in fact, to be fair, I mean, it's an i5, but it's a Gen 13 i5, and it is a 5060. So it's probably better than this. My PC at home, if we're honest. She wants to play like Witcher and Baldur's Gate and cabins like that, but I'll see if I can get her onto something we can play together. That'll be nice. Okay. I think this sounds like one of those drowned guys. Look at that. Now from here it does look a bit bare here, but that kind of blocks the view from behind. But if I find some more, I will add to it. I don't know if I should do anything else. I don't really want to make it too, again, political or stuff. Stairs there, that's bizarre. But it's just a little thing to say, you know, remember the fallen. Especially nowadays, again, I don't want to get too political, but you know, a little mini Hitler going on in the States at the moment, pretending he's a king, frankly ruining your country. I do mock Americans quite a lot for their general lack of healthcare and education, but every American I've ever met has been an absolutely fantastic human being. So, you know, it's a worry when you see people's countries, and my country's not much better. I'm not standing here for a point. There's a lot of racist people doing racist shit at the moment, and there's no need for that in this world. Things are tough enough. It's driven down a road, it's got fucking really shit, cheap plastic Chinese made Union Jacks floating from halfway up a lamppost. They're not even the same level, you know, they're up and down, there's no uniformity, it's awful, and there's people claiming it's great and we must love our country and be proud of it, and frankly I'm proud of how we are and have always been a large melting pot of different peoples and cultures. You know, we've got the old Celtic people, we've got Picts, we've got, you know, really early tribes like that, we've got Vikings, we've got Jutes and Saxons and Angles, and we've got, I mean, even our fucking name comes from German. We've got French, and that's just up to the fucking 11th century, you know. We've got 1,000 years from that. People coming in, going out, trading all around the world, invading all around the world, bringing people back, sometimes not by their own volition. You know, we've done a lot as a country. I think, you know, the fact that most of you listening to this, if not as a first language, speak English as, you know, almost as good as a native, then to get that from such a tiny country is impressive. But it always reminds me of a tap. I don't know if it is, I don't know what it is, but it just looks like a tap. Let's go and see what this fucking monstrosity is. I'm assuming it's some sort of mob farm. Anyway, that'll do for now, guys. I need to go out. But love you all. I'll be back soon with some major builds. I don't know whether to start doing the chain first or whether to start doing the big wall thing that's going to blow your tiny little minds. Maybe let me know. Take care. I'll see you soon.